everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a fabulous, wonderful day. Thanks so much for joining me. Well, we are playing with some new items over at Waffle Flower Crafts. We're going to make a dimensional wintry card with lots of texture and dimension. We're using the new items, part of the Pawder Day Release. This one here is a smaller stamp set. This is unique. If you look at the stamp set, there's no outline on the pine cones, and it's meant to go with the dies or the stencil set. The stencil set actually creates a full background. It's a 4-piece stencil set. And so these are meant to work together. I'm pretty sure they probably have a bundle too, with the stamp, die, and stencil, or just the stamp and the dies. We're going to use all 3 of these today on our card, and I'm super excited about it. It's so neat. This stencil is, again, 4 layers. This creates the background, and this one, of course, creates the pine needles. This one creates the snow caps. In the die set, there are snow cap pieces, so if you want to pop them up for dimension, which I think that's what we'll do. But you can actually use texture paste too to add dimension that way. And then there's also this piece. It's very hard to see on my camera, but there is, oops, I'm upside down. There is etched detail in here. You can probably barely see it when the light hits it. Okay, so you can follow along this piece is of the stencil, but you can also do these individually too. So these will layer right over the stamp, and then you can die cut it out. So you can ink blend and then stamp. So many different ways to use these sets, and I'm excited to get to share with you my card project today. I kind of have an idea in my head, and I don't know if it's going to work out, but we're going to give it a go. Okay, so we're going to start off by doing our stenciling first. I do want to mention that Waffle Flower has some great deals. Always they have a free gift with purchase. I'm not sure what the purchase amount is, but I'll link a picture in here with the free gift with purchase if you want to head on over. But it's this really cool Miss You die. It's a shadow and a Miss You. The miss is just print letters, and then the U is scripty. And they layer really. We're going to use this on our card today, but this is the freebie, so it's free with purchase. And again, I'm not sure all the details, but I'll link it down below if you guys want to check it out. As you know, Waffle Flower always has great deals. Okay, let's create some pine cones. And I love the size of these pine cones too. There's 4 in total. Plus this one actually has some snowflakes too, which is fabulous. Okay, we are going to create our background first. Okay, we are going to start with some craft cardstock. This is Nina Desert Storm. It's an A2 panel, which is 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. And I'm just going to layer this stencil right over the top. It will line up beautifully if I cut my panels straight. I'm bringing in some ink. I have some Simon Says Stamp Latte ink, and then using my blending brushes. Okay, and then I'm going to go around the edges of this with the brown ink. This is gonna, my latte ink is very light, so it's gonna be really subtle. Now I'm gonna wipe off my stencil. I'm gonna keep it on here. Sorry about the shaky camera. What I want to do next is I'm gonna take a stamp set. This is the Waffle Flower Script Texture. There's lots of different sizes of scripts on here and textures, and I'm going to take this small one and I'm going to put it on acrylic block, and then we're going to pick up some darker ink. I'm just going to ink up the stamp, and I'm going to go directly over the stencil, and I'm going to add some scriptiness in my background. I'm kind of just hit and missing, overlapping some areas. I think that looks great. Okay, and then I'm going to lift this up. Carefully. Carefully. Okay, and I'm loving the way that looks. Get some nice scripty background. This cleans off really well with some alcohol. So I'm just going to spray it, and then we can wipe off this really quick so I don't get ink everywhere. Alcohol cleans these up really nicely. Now with my stencil number 2, which is the pine needles, we will line this up. So easy to line up because you have an outline, just plenty of room to tack it down to your grit mat. Now with this one, what we're going to do is bring in 2 shades of green ink. I'm going to start off with my cabbage. Okay, so we have our light green. Now I'm going to bring in my darker green ink, switching out my brushes. These are actually Waffle Flowers background blenders. I'm loving these. I have 2 shades for my dye-based ink. I have a light and a dark, and these have been working so lovely for me. I love that they're flat bottomed, and the coverage on them is great. So nice. I'll link them down below if you guys are interested, but I just think they're amazing brushes. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of green, kind of hitting and missing. Okay, and then I'm going to go one step further and bring in an even darker ink. This is my Simon Says Stamp Kale. I'm going to use my blending brushes here, and we are going to add just some dark highlights to some of the areas here. Since we are going over craft cardstock, I just want it to stand out a little bit more with the darker green. And that's all there is to that. So 3 different shades of green, because we are going over craft. If I was doing white cardstock, I would probably just get away with doing 2 shades. Okay, let's take this off. Okay, with stencil number 3, you would layer it right over here for a 1-layer card and ink this up, and then you would just take your stamps and you can stamp directly on here, and then you have a gorgeous background panel. But I'm going to be popping up each one of my pine cones, so I'm going to actually do this on another piece of craft cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here with my stamp, but I am going to skip ahead to my 4th stencil that has the snow on it. Okay, and we're going to layer this down. Now with this stencil, I'm going to bring in texture paste. Okay, I'm using my Ranger Opaque Matte Texture Paste. You've seen me use this lots of times. It dries really quickly, but I'm just going to go over my stencil here. That's all there is to that. We're going to use this again, but I am going to lift this up, and I'm going to take this to the sink and wash this, and I'll be right back. Okay, we are going to remove this panel. For the most part, this panel is done. Doesn't that look so neat? So much fun. Okay, let's bring in another piece of craft cardstock, and then we're going to bring back this stencil, which is stencil number 3. We're going to line up our craft cardstock here. Bring back my latte ink, and we are going to go over these pine cones. Wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and remove this. And then we're going to take our stamp set. I'm going to bring in my stamping positioner. And then with each one of these images, I'm going to layer them right over the top of my pine cones. The stencil has 5 pine cones, but this one and this one are both the same. Okay, I'm going to use the same ink that we used for our scripty background, which is the woodsy, the darker brown. I'm going to go ahead and ink up my pine cones with this ink. I may have to stamp it a couple times. Lovely. And then I'm going to clean them off, and then I'll put this one back over here and stamp that. Now I'm going to put this back on my grip mat. I'm going to put my stencil back on here. And I should have did this before I did my stamping, but that's okay. You can do it before or after. And then using my woodsy ink, using the dark brown ink, I'm going to add some shading to one side of my pine cone. This is going to add dimension and depth. If you wanted to even stamp on your stencil, you could probably get it lined up a lot nicer also. Gives it a little bit more of a richness. Now I'm going to use the coordinating dies here, and I brought in a piece of white cardstock. What we're going to do is die cut out our pine cones, and also the snow pieces we're going to die cut out. And then I'm also going to take some glitter cardstock. Add a little sparkle here. And then Waffle Flower has a little tag toppers die. I'm going to take this, and this creates some tag toppers. I'm going to cut this out. I really want this one here. I'm going to cut it out 3 times. I'll probably just line it up on the edge and cut this out 3 times, so I have 5 tag toppers in all. I'll do this with all my die cutting, and I'll be right back. Okay, my die cutting is all done. I do want to mention, as I was die cutting, I was looking at the dies. The dies are numbered. How neat is this? Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then the stamp set is numbered. You can see 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so is the stencil. So you would stencil, stamp, and die all with number 1. It makes it so nice because there's no guesswork. They're all numbered. I thought that was just so neat. Okay, we're gonna put these to the side. Okay, I thought we would turn these little pine cones into like ornaments. So this would be like a full tree. I just wanted to do something a little bit different. So we're going to turn our pine cones into little ornaments, and then we're going to pop them up on here. And the texture paste is looking amazing on here. But I do want to add a little dimension to the snow too. So to do that, I die cut out again with white cardstock these pieces. We're gonna doctor this up right now. I'm gonna use the same texture paste, and I'm bringing in some of my distressed mica flakes. Okay, because these do look so much like ice. And all I'm going to do is take one of these. We're going to get a little messy, but the outcome is going to be amazing. So I'm going to add a little bit of texture paste over the die cut. We can do that to all of them. Just make sure they're right side up. And I'm not covering the entire die cut. I just want to add a little bit. I'm just adding enough so our snow caps, I can dip in here, give it a press, so we just have a little bit of snowy look to this. It shouldn't take any time at all to dry. I'm going to do the same thing to this one. We'll just add a little Distressed mica flakes. This would work too with glitter. If you guys don't have mica flakes, you can use glitter. Any kind of glitter you'd have would work. And if you don't want to mess with texture paste, you could also use glue and glitter to go over these. But I just think since texture paste is white, and we have it on our background. It's just going to go great. Add an extra layer here. We'll just dip it. You can press those mica flakes in there. And that is all there is to those. Okay, these fold in half to create the tag, which is so neat. And then you just put a little glue on the inside of the flap here. And then you can create these tags are neat because you can create tags with anything. And I'm just going to seal this. Use my reverse tweezers, but doesn't that look like a cute little ornament? I'm going to do the same thing to this one. I'll use a bigger. So now we have a whole bunch of little ornaments, okay? And I did keep the negative pieces of the tag toppers. They're all little circles. And I thought since we have white snowfall in the background, we can actually add a few of the little glitter circles too. Instead of adding gems, we can use the negative pieces. No waste. How nice is that? I'm bringing in some white twine, and what we're going to do is next thread our little pinecone ornaments that we created with some twine, and then I will tie a bow. I just placed bows on the 3 largest. I'm not going to worry about the small pine cones. Okay, I went ahead and put my panel on my card base, so this one's ready to go. The texture paste is pretty much dry. What we're going to do next is just take some foam squares, and we are going to layer our pine cones over the existing background. So pretty. And it was so easy. We'll add this one next. I'm going to add a small foam square behind our little snow pieces that have our mica flakes, and we will add these. I have this end overhanging, so I'm going to use my scissors and I'm just going to trim that off. And I'm glad we didn't thread these because the snow's covering this one, and then I chopped off the ornament topper for that one. Okay, now again we have these little circles from the inside of our tag toppers. So I'm going to add a few extra little gold pieces of sparkle here. And there we go. I put a couple on top of the pine cones too, just to kind of bring it all together. And you know, I was going to use the Miss You for my greeting. Okay, but I'm going to change my mind on this because I really love the way this looks and I don't want to take away from the design. So I went through my my waffle flower Subsentiments, and I found one that says snow, and I thought we'd let's turn this into a Christmas card. So I thought have a frosty holiday would go good with this. I'm going to add some foam squares behind here. And I think the sentiment strips here are not going to take away from my background. Whereas the die cut, the Miss You die, I thought maybe would take away from my background. Since my pinecone ornaments are a little wonky, I decided to just put it on here a little bit wonky. And that will finish my card today. A lot of dimension. Didn't take hardly any time at all because of the stencil. And I hope you enjoyed my project. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you a lovely day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.